Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you may be. It's Kelvin Hagan coming to you here from Frederick, Maryland today with the afternoon meditation for agape. So great to have you with me. Anybody who's joining in, I'll watch for some comments, and I'm going to take a minute right now while we're getting started. I am going to, as I often do, share this to my personal Facebook page. And I do invite anybody and everybody on this meditation to do the same, because you never know who might find it that wouldn't have found it on Agape's page and gain from it, make new friends, find a new place inside themselves. Who knows? So I'm going to watch here, see who piles on, who comes on in. Oh, that is good. Let's see. Okay. Well, I'm going to turn off my ringer. Right now. There we go. Let's see who's here for this moment in the stillness. It's time in the stillness. And I like to stay in the stillness more than in the silence, because sometimes I hear people say they can't meditate because they can't shut off the noise inside their head. And I like to remind people it's that noise is inside almost everybody's head. It's going to happen. And it's not, the idea isn't to find the perfect silence. We're certainly not going to find that right away. The idea is to be in the stillness. Allow the intuition to come to us. Intuition, in my thoughts of what intuition is the oneness, the one mind talking to me, God. And then the other voices in my head tend to be ego, something that's on the human side. So as I'm listening to these voices in my head, which very rarely shut off completely, I get to feel into what is intuition, God, and what is my ego, pulling me away from oneness into a separation. Raya, greetings from Chicago. Hello to you. Kat, hello from Hollywood. Sally, Michigan. Shirla, love and blessings to you as well. Wayne, howdy partners, back at you. Curtis, from Alberta, Canada. Nice to have you. Colleen. Good afternoon from right down the street in Torrance. Henry Cowell. Well, not down the street from me today. We're a little on the other coast right now. And Henry, good morning from South Carolina. Folks are drifting in. Hello, Barbara. Christina. H.C. Goldberg. Della. Good evening, Della. Joining from Portugal. Barbara from Monroe, North Carolina. Just had lunch with some folks that were visiting here in Maryland from Asheville, down in your neck of the woods. Love from Hollywood, Kat, yep. Christy, Sacramento. Lynette, here from New Orleans, nice. Alone, good afternoon from Miracle Mile. Okay. Wow. Got these great sodas with almost no sugar in them. It actually has prebiotics and plant fiber. And the nice thing is they're delicious without any artificial garbage. So sweet. Okay, so God with always. Yes, Wayne. Olive. Hi there. Celeste, welcome from Detroit. Tahita, back with us from Florida. Nice. Well, I got another little reading I'm doing from The Energy Codes by Sue Morter. Book I started reading a little while before she came back to Agape just last Sunday to speak. What a great that was. If you weren't there for Sunday service or you didn't stream it, I strongly suggest that you might really not just enjoy it, but grow from it and what she said. Sue Morter is amazing. Her journey is amazing. The honesty that she speaks with and the truth that she brings is so powerful. And this book, The Energy Codes, which is very similar to a book I've been reading in my book club called Radical Forgiveness, so much of the same kind of stuff in it. And it's interesting that so many of the things we read when we're on this spiritual path that are dealing with oneness and whatnot are all, it's pretty much the same thing from different places all over the place. And it's so interesting to see how they all overlap and the different wordings they use and the different exercises that come down to a lot of the same thing. Like a lot of it comes down to, and no matter what they're doing and what they're teaching, the breath and the breathing is part of it. You hear me talking about that all the time, the 3 breaths. My 3 breath meditations, my 3 breath hugs. These are central to everything. Breath is life. We can do without food. We can do without water for a couple of weeks without food and water. But if we stop breathing, we don't last 5 minutes. Breath is life. And when we breathe, it pulls us back to this moment now, this conscious full breath. Such a part of meditation, such a part of life in each thing that we do. What I want to read to you is, it's on page 16 in The Energy Codes by Dr. Sue Morter. This is the 7-step system to awaken your spirit. And I do endorse this book. It's fantastic. Yes, Olive, it's a good move to listen to that again. The name of the soda, not that it's called Olipop. And this is an Olipop cream soda. There's a few other brands that make it as well now. Sodas that are all natural and have prebiotics and prebiotics and probiotics and different things in the sodas, as well as being made out of really good ingredients. Because I love my bubbles and I love having a little sweet, but I don't have to have the toxic poisons and especially not the corn syrups that are in Cokes. This can of this, which is a rich and delicious tasting cream soda, actually has 2 grams of sugar. And a can of Coca-Cola's got 39. I'm like, no brainer to try that. It's so I've been enjoying them since I discovered them. But I'm not here to talk soda, but I am here to have it. It's good. All right. So I'm reading a part here. I titled the meditation, This Fundamental Misconception. And I'm going to read just a couple of paragraphs. It's a short read, and then we're going to go into a meditation. See, our problem as humans isn't that we are inadequate. It isn't that we were wrong or broken. Our problem is that we believe we are. This fundamental misconception underlies every other problem, dysfunction and pain we have. It can turn gifts into burdens, love into unrequited need, and a few challenging moments into lifelong dis-ease. The good news is we don't have to live with this untruth anymore. We don't have to keep telling ourselves the same old stories about who we are and what is real in our lives. We can realize and reclaim our magnificence and embrace ourselves as the powerful energy beings we are and create from that place. We can do this by remembering that we are energy beings and that energy is the key to everything. So I remind you that we are energy beings. We are spiritual beings having a spiritual life. And we get to have a body in order to experience that. It's a beautiful thing. So it's not that we're broken, it's that we think we are. We believe we are. And this causes disease. So many things we have in our life that are causing us cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes, and so many other illnesses and ailments and chronic things in our bodies, our minds, and our spirits, and in our lives, and in our bank accounts, and in our children's lives, and all this are because we might have one lie, one truth of something that happened in our life. One fact. Maybe our daddy left us. Maybe our mommy left us. Maybe we were beaten as a child. We have one fact of something that took place. And out of that, we build this entire life structure around the fact that we aren't worthy because of that or something else. And that becomes hundreds of lies we tell ourselves about who's and what we are in our entire life. Well, I'm here to tell you right now that you are whole and complete exactly the way you are right now. We are whole and complete beings. We don't need to keep telling us these untruths, these lies. Reclaim our magnificence and embrace ourselves as the powerful energy beings we are and create that place. We get to. And when we see how we are this perfect being of God, lifing inside this body, we get to choose. We get to pick. Because everything that's in our life, we invite in one way or another. So put your feet down flat on the ground. Get comfortable wherever you are. Close your eyes if you want. Keep them open if you want. Put your hands in a receptive, comfortable position, whether they're up or down. Let's take some conscious breaths. Nice full conscious breaths, not too painfully full. Just full belly breaths. Oh yeah. Feels really good to just be here with us in this space. To be here in this room knowing that each and every breath we take is life. Life coming in, life going out. The breath we are breathing is life itself. Life itself. As I am breathing this breath is breathing me. Life going in, and life going out. My life. Our life. And as we're here together in this space, be conscious of who you are. Be conscious of the high level of energy that your inner being radiates when you allow it to. Allow this love, this inner channel, this inner home expression as we. I allow loves me. Knowing that I am the love. Knowing that I am the joy. I come back to my breath. Always back to the breath. This breath is life. All breath is life. Drift back into myself, back into my center, back into the heart center. Feeling the energy all around me, knowing it extends out and beyond my body. Feeling the energy extend up above the crown. Feel it extend down and deep into the earth underneath my root. Feeling this energy center me and ground me here as me in this now moment. As I continue to breathe consciously, being aware of each breath in and each breath out. As I feel the energy that surrounds me here, surrounds me on Facebook, surrounds me here in Maryland, the pervasive energy of all things, all life, lifing everywhere around me. I am grateful. I am grateful. Life, lifing is it. It is all of it, and there is no it outside of it. One thing, one life, one love. This is me. This is you. This is we. We are this one life of God. And as we move forward through this day, knowing that at any given moment that we find ourselves drifting away from who's and who we are, we can choose to take a breath. Take 2 breaths. Take 3 conscious breaths and come back to this now moment. This moment right here. This moment where we know the truth of our being. We can feel it. We can feel it as we know that we are the one life. The one life right here, right now. And we no longer let the fundamental misconception that we are not perfect, because we are perfect. Each and every one of us, always, in all ways. And everything taking place in our life that's happening for us right now is expanding this perfection of who's and who we are. I give thanks for this, and I let it go. I let it all go. I release it into the oneness. And I say, and so it is. Amen. Thank you so much. Feels good to be here. I love you guys. All right. Peace. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you.